Call Halayim, like how about Shemi Oshai, Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Taught us the truth and taught us how to think for ourselves. Well, at least that's what they taught me. I think for myself. This is Job 36 and 12, and to follow the Spirit. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge. Let me see this. The Defense Production Act. Alright. So the Emperor of New Rome has activated it. The Defense Production Act of 1950 is a United States federal law enacted on September 8, 1950, in response to the start of the Korean War. So I don't know if you've listened to these Edomites talk about what the coronavirus is, but the Secretary of Treasury, the Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, said in his when he was being interviewed yesterday that we must win this war against the coronavirus. Okay. This is Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. I don't know why I keep doing that. It was a part of a broad civil defense and war mobilization effort in the context of the Cold War. It's implementing regulations, the defense priorities, and allocation system. That's a whole bunch of bullshit. Well, it's not bullshit, but we ain't got time for that. So what does that mean? So you see all these FEMA regions. Now each one, just remember that where they're at. There's Roman numeral 1 through 10. They each one of these people in charge are in the military. Oh, fuck. Okay. Check it out. The California State Guard, formerly known as the California State Military Reserve, is one of the 3 branches of the active militia or the California Military Department. The State Guard was formed to provide California with a trained and organized military force in the event of a state security or national disaster emergency, to augment the National Guard or National Guard is deployed, or when the National Guard is deployed. So they got these militaries out there for you. Why? Because when we were out there on the street telling you the whole story, you didn't want to believe, and some still don't believe. Job 36 and 12. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge. So all of this military and state military, that's Esau's sword, right? Let's see, what's a good one? Oh yeah, cause let's see. Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. That's what it is. That's what it is. So, who's the sword? Let's see. So, who is the sword? Genesis 27:39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. He's talking to Esau. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Bam. So that's so that's about it. Let's see. Now let's go back to Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Man, so some of us are going to have to go down. Some of us might have to face the guillotine. Man, that takes a real warrior right there to face that. It takes a man with honor. I pray that if I'm given the option, I choose death and honor in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And with that, I say Shalom.